Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today I am going to telling you about a very important topic related to animal kingdom. Also related to the zoology. We know that we classified animals, and on which basis we classified animals. These are about cellular level, and we can say embryological layer. And cellular level, you very familiar about this, that cellular level like the cells, and then tissue, and then organ, and then organ system. And embryological layer, either the organisms having diploblastic and triploblastic, ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Another is symmetry, and the other is we can say coelom or body cavity. So on these basis we can classify animals into animal in phylums, order, and so on. So here today I am just discussing about symmetry, and also one important, very important topic related to this. Even this is not included in intermediate syllabus, and but everyone should know about this, and even this is existed in anatomical studies also. So first of all, we should know about symmetry. What is symmetry? Symmetry, if we can say animal has symmetry if we can divide an organism into two equal halves by passing a plane. Any plane which can be passed, an animal can be divided into two equal halves, we can say animal or organism has symmetry. Otherwise it lacks symmetry, or we can say asymmetry. In biological term, A shows negative or no, not at all. So asymmetrical animals having no regular shapes, and also we can say having no proper symmetry, so we cannot divide organism into two equal halves. Here let me tell you about asymmetry. I told you already that symmetry, if the animal can be capable to be dividing into two equal halves, so we can say it has symmetry. Otherwise it lacks symmetry, or we can say it has asymmetrical shape. So in these we can say amoeba, most of sponges, not sponges, most of sponges, like very primitive animals in kingdom Animalia, Porifera. Porifera are those organisms which include in the sponges. And first phylum of the animal kingdom. But I stressed on that most of sponges, not all sponges. Most of the sponges have asymmetrical shape, but not all the sponges have asymmetrical shape. Even in context, or even the books also mentioned that the sponges have asymmetrical asymmetry, and the porifera have asymmetry. But most of the sponges are asymmetry, but not all, because two of the class, one is the Leucoselenia, and Sycon. These are not asymmetrical, they have radial symmetry. This is exception in sponges, or we can say porifera. So asymmetrical, like asymmetrical, like animals look like this. So even if we pass the vertical plane or horizontal and diagonal plane, we can't divide the animal into equal halves. So in this case we cannot divide Also in this case we can't divide, and also in this case we can't divide this organism or this animal into two equal halves. So we can say this animal have asymmetry, or this animal don't have any symmetry. So in this we saw that amoeba include the asymmetry. Also, not all sponges, even most of the sponges include asymmetry. One more example is very interesting. Snail. Snail, which is molluscan, short-bodied animals, mollusca, and mollusca organisms have bilateral symmetry. Later I will discuss about bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry, mollusca, and also snail is the member of molluscan, but snail is asymmetrical. At embryological level or embryological stage, this shows the bilateral symmetry, but after or in the developmental stages, because it becomes round shapes. So this process we call torsion. It becomes round and round, so it's lacks symmetry and shows the asymmetry. But if we call the mollusca, we can say molluscans or members of mollusca having the bilateral symmetry. But everywhere the exception is found. So snail is the one of the exception of mollusca and includes in the asymmetry. We can't say this is the sporifera. We just can say this shows asymmetry at the developmental stage or the adult stage, and shows the bilateral symmetry at embryonic stage. So this is all about the asymmetry. Now we should know about symmetry also. Symmetry includes, first we can say spherical and radial, biradial, and the last one bilateral. First year chapter 10, in chapter 10 just discuss about the radial and bilateral or asymmetry. These are not discussed at intermediate level. So what is spherical symmetry? Or obviously in spherical symmetry organism must be the spherical shape. So in spherical symmetry, if the animal can be divided into two equal halves if we pass any plane, but the condition the plane must be passed via center or through center. Suppose look like this. This is an organism and this is its center. I just said that in spherical symmetry, animal can be divided into two equal halves by passing any of plane, but the condition plane must pass through its axis. So we can say it divides into two equal halves. Also in this also case, it can divide into two equal halves. Also according to this plane, also in this plane. So any plane can be passes through organisms, but the condition plane must pass through the axis center of an organism. So organism can be divided into two equal halves. Otherwise, this is not the spherical symmetry. So this is the symmetry of spherical and organisms. In these, we just have we can say volvox, but in animal kingdom this not includes because this is the botany topic. Volvox we can say because these are the spherical organisms or spherical colony, and we have radiolaria. We can. So this is the spherical symmetry. Again I repeat, spherical symmetry. In spherical symmetry, organism can be divided into two equal halves by passing any of plane, but the condition plane must pass through its center. so animal can equally, or we can say produce mirror images. Now radial symmetry, the definition of radial symmetry is same to the spherical symmetry, but just a little difference which is not mentioned in inter books, first year book. What is in radial symmetry? Also organism can be divided into two equal halves, and also any of plane we can pass, and the plane pass must through the center, but the condition is plane must be passes from top to the bottom. Look, suppose we have an spherical organism. In spherical symmetry, I told that we can pass any plane, but plane must pass through its center, and animal can be divided into two equal halves. In radial symmetry, I told we can pass any plane, and plane must pass through its center, but the condition plane must pass from top to bottom only, not this, not this, not this, top to bottom, and we can cut round about the 360. So this is radial symmetry. In spherical symmetry, any direction we can pass the plane, but in radial symmetry, plane must pass through from top to bottom only top to bottom, either this and 360. This is radial symmetry. Biradial, as the name shows, biradial. In biradial, like in the radial symmetry, we can pass any direction top to the bottoms as plane, but in biradial only one or two plane can passes, like this or this, not the case of 360 degrees and we can cut. No, in biradial symmetry only one or two plane can be passes from top to bottom and pass through its center and can divide the organism into two equal halves. This is biradial symmetry. Porifera includes asymmetry, because this is not discussed in the animal kingdom. So this one, radial symmetry, include the second phylum, Coelenterata. Coelenterata includes two phylum, Cnidaria and Ctenophora. So Coelenterata includes the radial symmetry, and radial symmetry we can see, I will talk about very special for radial symmetry. Look here. In radial, remember Leucoslinia, which is a spongy found in the porifera, but there is exception of Leucoslinia that shows the radial symmetry, not asymmetry. Second, Cyclone, also a porifera, also spongy. Third, Coelenterata, Cnidaria and Ctenophora. And very again important example, and this is also exception, starfish. Starfish actually is an echinodermata, and echinodermata also shows a bilateral symmetry. Also is the same case as snail. Starfish shows the bilateral symmetry at larval stage, but as it develops, it shows radial symmetry. Starfish at larval stage show bilateral symmetry. It falls into the echinodermata. And echinoderm shows bilateral symmetry, but starfish at larval stage shows the bilateral symmetry, but after and in adult stage it shows the radial symmetry. And in biradial, we can say biradial in sea anemone, Adamsia, and sea walnut, This is special Ctenophora, not Cnidaria, sea walnut, and sea anemone Cnidaria. Okay, now this is about the radial symmetry. Now bilateral symmetry is very simple. Bilateral symmetry, in bilateral symmetry we can just pass only one plane for dividing an organisms, only one plane, but this plane is very specific. Not any one plane can pass to divide an organism into two equal halves. No, not at all. This is a very special plane in bilateral, and this name is sagittal plane. I will explain